Yeah, the business is running well. Series production is strong, and the revenue of $25.5 million is the highest we've ever reported for the first half of the year. The second quarter was the second consecutive quarter with record series production, and June equaled our all-time high of 1.8 million engine equivalents. So we're running along the peak for series production, but we didn't have any new installation commitments during the second quarter, and that affected the revenue for this period. The production has been running well, and we secured the early installation in China back in January. But at the same time, we know that we've been rather quiet lately regarding the announcement of new installations and new series production programs. The positive way to look at that is that we had more announcements than normal during late 2013 and early 2014. So a lot of things clustered together at that time, and unfortunately we're not in control of that timing. But we're making progress on both fronts, and we look forward to announcing new engine programs and new installations during the second half of the year. We absolutely share the opinion that more news is better, both for the shareholders and for the overall CGI market awareness. So we're always working together with the customers to try to issue new press releases, and hopefully we'll get back on pace with a normal pace of that in the second half of the year. The most recent announcement from 29 January was for a System 3000 Plus installation in China. The first phase of that installation is now complete with all of the equipment roughed in. And this is a new greenfield foundry, so we're now waiting for other equipment to be installed before we can take the next step. But so far, so good. The installation at Jiangling Motors, the joint venture partner of Ford in China, has been completed, and we've received installation acceptance. So they're now capable of supporting their own CGI development internally, and that's progressing well. And the System 3000 Plus installation that was shipped to the Tupi foundry in Brazil at the end of 2013 has been installed on the new production line at Tupi's main foundry in Joinville, and that's been contributing to our production volume since June. There's still more training and process optimization to be done at all of the installations, but our engineers have been busy and everything is on track with the new installations. Well, that installation has been up and running for about a year now. The installation is on the same line that produces the Navistar 6.4-liter V8, so that's given a good opportunity to establish the process flow and the operating routines. In parallel with the Navistar production, we've also been supporting the initial production of the Ford petrol engine, and that's all been positive so far. It's well known throughout the industry that Ford will start the new F-150 sales before the end of 2014, so we've been working together with the foundry to prepare for the initial ramp. And of course, it's important for everybody to get this right, so our engineers will be on site to support the ramp. It's an exciting project, and we're ready, and we're looking forward to the next step. The second quarter report states that the current series production volume is 1.7 million engine equivalents, and that these programs have the potential to reach approximately 2.5 million at mature volume. The report also says that the programs that are currently under development have the potential to provide a similar number of engine equivalents, so there isn't any change in the overall market outlook. The board has reviewed the way that we present our outlook and has decided that it's better to not give detailed forward-looking statements. So in the future, we'll just focus on the current series production and the outlook for the potential mature volume of the current programs. Well, in parallel with the series production, our foundry customers are always supporting new CGI product development or bidding on new CGI production programs. And when one of our foundry partners receives a production order, we elevate the program from the development pipeline to the category that we call secured orders. So we have three levels in our forecast: series production, secured orders, and development pipeline. And we use the program in the series production and secured order categories as the basis of the activation of our carried forward tax losses. The development behind the scenes has been really good lately. The overall awareness of CGI has really started to take root, and this has resulted in new programs entering the development pipeline. But more importantly, at the other end of the pipe, we've also received confirmation of some new program approvals and production orders during the second quarter, so we've activated an additional 4.8 million of our tax losses. And I think that this activation is the strongest expression of the growth potential and of our confidence in the future production.